We're not under your jurisdiction.
I'm Morris American from the
Okay.
land of Exuma, Turtle Island.
I just don't have a clue of what's going on with this.
I don't want to be a United States citizen no more. I'm not subject to United States no more. I'm tired of paying taxes. I can't even afford the insurance. My birthright is all I'm standing on. That's all I have, Your Honor. All due respect. I'm Morris American. I'm indigenous to this land. Nobody dragged me from Africa. This is my land. And you're going to respect me when you see that flag.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
All right, guys. Today we've got another sovereign citizen who genuinely believes he's above the law. And let me just say, this dude is on a different level of delusional. The stuff coming out of his mouth makes absolutely zero sense. Like, where do they even find these arguments? The judge. Nah, he's not playing today. He calls this guy out instantly. Things go from weird to full-blown hilarious meltdown territory real fast. And just so you know, this entire hearing only exists because this clown actually filed paperwork asking for it. Yeah. He summoned the smoke himself. Before we roll it, rate this sovereign citizen from 1 to 10 on the insanity scale. I'm personally giving him a solid 14. Let me know your score in the comments. If you enjoy content like this, make sure to like and subscribe. I've got way more courtroom insanity coming. Alright, let's dive in.
Mr. Grayson Bay, I did receive the documentations that you had. He has a table of contents here. He has a declaration of nationality legal notice, declaration of nationality, name correction, proclamation, public and publication, judicial notice and proclamation to all elected United States Republic office and public servant of federal, state, city, and municipal governments, personnel, and corporate entities concerning the Constitution and all statutory and civil law codes of the land, know all men, etc. Know all men be these present. I, Grayson Bay, being duly affirmed, standing squarely, declare and proclaim upon divine law, naturals law, universal law, Morris birthrights international law, and constitutional law, declare and say, I being previously identified by the Union States Society of North America USA under the colorable warship name Javar Tyrone Grayson. I'm not going to continue to read the rest of that.
Thank you, Your Honor. Well said, though. Thank you.
I just don't have a clue of what's going on with this.
Just a declaration of my nationality, Your Honor. Thank you, though. Well said, though.
Okay, so, and how? What am I supposed to take of this? You know, are you saying you're not American?
I'm Morris American from the
Okay.
land of Exuma, Turtle Island. The issue is the corporation of United States, and that's the issue. And I'm under a natural law as Grayson Bay. I'm in natural form now as a man.
Can somebody please translate whatever language this dude thinks he's speaking? I swear these sovereign citizen types binge-watch 2 conspiracy videos and suddenly think they're constitutional scholars. They walk into court acting like they've unlocked a cheat code. Meanwhile, the judge is just staring like, "Sir, what are you even talking about?" Like, bro, you're literally here for driving without a license. That's it. Pay the fine and go home. Instead, he's over here trying to debate reality like he's in a YouTube comment section. I genuinely can't tell if these people are actually delusional or just broke and hoping legal cosplay will save them. Alright, let's jump back in and let this disaster continue.
Yeah, I mean, you said it excellent. You pronounced things perfectly. Yeah, but that's my nationality.
All right, so let's get to this
once
one
again,
here.
I did proclaim that the court didn't have jurisdiction over me. That's where we were at.
For this matter, you know, Miss Snyder is I guess she's assigned and she's going to be handling this matter. You said it's set for jury trial tomorrow.
Yeah, what I wanted to do was this, because I mean, I'm prepared to rule on some of this without even a jury trial. The only matter that the only matter that I was really is the false name issue, which is what probably I'll let a jury decide on that, because this other stuff. That's why I had you on. There was an opportunity. These were things that were filed, that he had filed, and I don't know if you've read them or had a response, or I know you probably haven't, but your office. It says, notice to all law enforcement, nationals or citizens are not required to show identification to a police officer. So what I'm going to do, he cited a Supreme Court case, Collender versus Lawson, 461 U.S. 352, 1983. And it says, in which the United States Supreme Court ruled that a police officer could not arrest a citizen merely for refusing to present identification. Now, I'm not even going, did you get arrested, Mr. Grayson Bay?
I was obtained.
So if there's no arrest, then how is this even pertinent here?
And under my jurisdiction, that's an arrest.
Well, we're not under your jurisdiction.
Once he touched my vehicle, it's a violation.
Well, listen, I don't recognize your jurisdiction in this court. I recognize the state of Michigan ordinances and laws and the Michigan court rules. So I'm going to conclude that this based on this document that you've given me, this would be your lead case. That I'm not going to consider that necessarily an arrest. You weren't taken into custody, were you?
Yeah, he touched me.
Oh no, poor little sovereign citizen, he got touched. So let me get this straight. This entire hearing exists because an officer dared to lightly make contact with a guy who refused to show ID while driving without a license. That's what we're doing now. We're calling basic lawful procedure assault. I swear every year people get louder and dumber at the same time. Maybe it's just the internet amplifying it, or maybe humanity really is speedrunning brain decay. Watching sovereign citizen clips on a daily basis is genuinely lowering my IQ. These people truly believe the law just doesn't apply to them if they yell the right combination of fake legal phrases. What do you guys think? Are people actually getting dumber, or are we just seeing more of them? Drop your take in the comments. Let's dive back in.
I know. Okay. That's yeah. I don't have anything. If that's your authority that I just read as far as your Morris Nation, I don't understand that.
Your Honor, also I'm not asking for a jury trial. I'm asking for you to make this decision.
Right, but I told you that I'm not going to waive your jury trial rights. You're going to let
I don't want a jury trial. I want you. I trust you.
It doesn't
yeah,
matter.
I trust you. I think you can make a firm decision and what's going on here. I'm pretty sure you see.
I'm going to make a decision right now on this stuff right now on most of it. All I told you I'm going to do is the failure to ID.
Oh, shoot. I don't want this to hang up now.
The failure, false info and ID. I'm not going to make a decision on that. I'm going to let a jury make the decision on that.
I'm not really getting an understanding. I mean, I don't think you can even find 12 Morris people to even judge me with my peers. I mean, I'm not even going to consent to that. So I don't understand.
Well, how are you going to let me? Why do you want me to do it? I'm not Morris.
Well, then you need to file a motion to dismiss this case.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
It's not going to happen.
Okay.
You got to file those motions on your own.
I'm telling you verbally right now. I'm filing a motion to dismiss this case.
Okay, I'm going to dismiss. I'm not going to grant the motion.
Take it to the next level.
Motion
I'm not paying. That's just it. I'm
You're
Morris
not
American, man. I'm Morris American. Okay?
I'm
That's my
not gonna go
That's
back
my
and
birthright.
listen. I understand that. Listen,
Right.
I'm not gonna go back and forth with you. I'm not disputing.
Right. I don't even think the prosecutor even wanted to attempt to even battle this. And it's not even against you, Judge. I understand your situation. You wants to be the ref. You can be the referee in this, but I don't think the prosecutor even want to go through this.
All right.
Motion to dismiss, Your Honor.
I'm not gonna grant it.
Okay. Well,
He has zero footing for any of those claims, absolutely nothing to back them up. You can almost picture the judge's eyebrows slowly rising as this guy smiles like he solved a crossword, hoping the court will just nod and dismiss the case because he said so. It's not a clever tactic, it's theater. The performance wastes time, ties up the calendar, and forces prosecutors and court staff to spend hours on nonsense that could have been handled with a quick fine and a receipt. That grin he keeps flashing? It reads less like confidence and more like someone who hasn't thought things through. It gives the whole exchange a weird, off-kilter energy that makes the room tense, and not in a good way. Honestly, the only people who benefit from this are the people watching the chaos unfold online. The rest of us pay for it: taxpayers, victims waiting for real justice, and court workers who could be moving on to cases that matter. Bottom line, this isn't bold civil disobedience. It's a time sink. The smart move would have been to cooperate, pay the fine, and keep moving. No. He should expect extra costs for clogging the docket and wasting the court's time.
what you do, man?
Mr. Morgan, go ahead and speak with Ms. Tucker and Mr. Greer. All right.
All right, thank you. Ms. Tucker, can you go back to the breakout room? Just
She's ready
tap
to
your
go.
prompt. Tap your prompt, please.
Your Honor, I need you to accuse yourself.
All right. No, I'm going to continue on. So that's the case he
I probably
cited.
motion for you to accuse yourself.
I'm going to deny it.
Okay. Well,
You can put it in writing. I'll deny it. So let's continue on with this notice to all law enforcement that the Supreme Court case was cited, and I haven't read that case yet, but I'll look it up. There is no such thing as failure to identify. You can sue the police for an illegal arrest and resist arrest with impunity. Okay, so he cited some cases here: State versus Robinson. That's looks like a Maryland case. State versus Mobley, in those North Carolina case. State versus Adams versus State, Georgia case. And I guess you're saying on those cases that the person did not have to. You can sue the police, that they sued the police and successfully sued the police for their a wrongful arrest and resisting arrest. Personal.
Your Honor, excuse me. I also have Thompson versus Smith, the right to travel.
Well, that's on the next. I'm going under the failure to identify heading there.
Oh, okay.
That's under the next heading. So the next heading is personal liberty, the right or power of locomotion, of changing one's situation, or moving one's person to whatsoever place one's own inclination may direct without imprisonment or restraint, unless by due course of law. Unless by due course of law. Now I don't know where you got this. If this is a law, you didn't cite anything from that.
It goes on into Thompson versus Smith, the right of a citizen to travel.
Okay, the right of a citizen to travel upon a public highways and to transport one's property thereon, either by carriage or automobile, is not a mere privilege with a city, which a city may prohibit or permit at will, but a common right which she has under the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
And again,
I believe I
there's
read.
Murlock versus.
Hold on, wait a minute, wait. Let's deal with this one right quick. Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Okay. No problem.
What are you saying? What do you believe this case says?
Are you referring to me, Your Honor?
Yes.
It says what it says. I'm just waiting on your decision. I'm here to defend my birthright and my nationality. When you say that 5-pointed star on the street, leave me alone. That's my nationality. That's all I ask for. We should be questioning the officer for even bringing me to you. They got to have respect for that nationality, and that's all I'm here to prove. My nationality and my birthright. All that other color stuff and colorism calling me black, I'm not permitting that. I'm sorry. You're not going to pull me over because I'm driving around black. That is real.
He just torpedoed his credibility completely. You can't scream, "I'm not under your jurisdiction," 1 second, and then pivot into, "Police only stopped me because I'm black," the next. Those are two completely different legal universes. Either you believe the system is real and biased, or you're claiming it isn't real at all. You don't get to play both cards at once because the first one fails. And to make it worse, he's saying this to a black judge in Detroit, a city that has one of the highest percentages of black leadership in government and law. If there was truly no legal basis for the traffic stop, the judge would shut it down instantly. The fact that we're even still in the hearing tells you all you need to know. Nobody is denying real systemic issues exist, but weaponizing that as a last-ditch excuse after knowingly driving without a license is disrespectful to people with actual cases of injustice. It's like trying to use social issues as a shield for your own bad decisions. You want accountability or you want Fantasyland, but you can't try to cosplay both at the same time.
DWB is real. But when you turn around and have a nationality, that's where it stops. He probably shouldn't have brought me to you, and that's the issue. We should be holding him accountable for his actions, not you or the prosecutor. I'm pretty sure the prosecutor don't even want to battle this. But I'm going to stand on my birthright and my nationality. That's my right. That's my common law. I'm very passionate about it, Your Honor, as you can see. So if I seem a little upset, or if I get a little, mischief at you, I'm sorry. I apologize for that. But my birthright will stand. I don't want to be a United States citizen no more. I'm not subject to United States no more. I'm tired of paying taxes. I can't even afford the insurance. My birthright is all I'm standing on. That's all I have, Your Honor. All due respect. I'm Morris American. I'm indigenous to this land. Nobody dragged me from Africa. This is my land. And you're going to respect me when you see that flag. Thank you.
Okay. Let's go back to what you filed here. Thomas versus Smith, 154 Southeast 579. I think you need to read that in its entirety, because this is one of the cases that I've seen before that has been filed, and it appears to the court that it's saying exactly the opposite of what you believe it's saying. It is saying that the city can revoke your license. You don't have the authority to operate a vehicle on the city streets.
You want to battle the dead entity. That's what it is. You want to charge me on this dead entity side, and I can't.
No, I don't know what you mean by charging on the dead entity. I'm going by. Wait a minute. Here's how it's gonna work. I'm gonna talk. You're gonna listen. I'll let you talk.
Yep.
I'll let you talk. I'll listen.
Let's get it. You right.
You filed this.
That's right. You get it.
You cited this case law. Okay, so you're saying, and I'm giving you the benefit of going over this stuff.
Thank you.
This is another case that I'm gonna that you cited, that I am going to tell you that it's actually Shuttlesworth versus Birmingham. This is the court actually takes offense to you filing this.
Perfect. That's exactly the moment when sovereign citizens get exposed every single time. The judge is literally about to hit him with the one question that always vaporizes their entire act ***. Okay, sir, since you filed this, can you explain the legal basis and citations you are relying on? And you already know what's coming, pure stuttering chaos. They go from Supreme Court megascholar to, let me explain jurisdiction of the People's Common Law Admiralty Maritime Treaty Constitution, something Strawman, in 0.3 seconds. They never, ever, actually read the cases they copy/paste. They pull random century-old case law completely out of context. They panic when a judge asks for one single quote from their own filing. And you're 100% right, this judge has actually been more than fair. He's letting this dude speak, explain, prove himself. But sovereign citizens hate that. They don't actually want law, they want loophole magic tricks. Let's finish this strong. I already know Boyd is about to light this guy up with a calm legal nuke.
It's a court case.
I do.
It's a court case. How will you be offensive?
I'm taking offense to you filing this and using this in your filing as a reason for you not to have a driver's license. And I don't know if you've read this case or not. It doesn't seem and appear that you've read any of these cases thoroughly, because I've gone through each one of these cases at different times, and if each of them say exactly the opposite of what you appear that it says. And the Shuttlesworth case goes back to a time in history where we're still dealing with, where Reverend Shuttlesworth was a reverend in Birmingham, Alabama. And you're citing this case to saying that Shuttlesworth was saying that he can drive without a valid driver's license.
Definitely
Look at that analogy to this case, and it's saying nothing of that sort. And I wish you would take time and read to what this case is saying, because I don't even think you, as a Moorish American, would I think you would retract this case law right here from what you've filed. You're using the people in the civil rights era who are trying to fight for their rights to march on down a public street. That's what this case was about. He's taken his congregation down a public street. He walked them on the sidewalk. He did not interfere with any traffic, and he crossed the street not against the lights or anything, and they still arrested Mr. Shuttlesworth for not having a license to congregate.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
but
you're right.
You're saying that he needs to have a license. That is analogous to you not having a license to drive.
If he want to proclaim he's black, he needed a license.
All right, I'm done with this. I've spent enough time on this, and as what I'm going to do is I'm going to rule on the cases ahead of trial for the refusal to exhibit driver's license. I'm going to find you guilty of that. For the refusal of for having no insurance and no proof, I'm going to find you responsible. I'm going to find you responsible for an expired plate. We'll go to trial on the seatbelt, on a formal hearing on the seatbelt issue tomorrow, and the false ID tomorrow. All right, that's going to be the ruling of the court. If there's nothing further, Mr.
Yeah, there is, Your Honor. Can you send that information in writing? You have the address.
On the ROA, and you can get a transcript made up by the court. All right.
Okay.
What time you gotta be?
What time is court tomorrow?
It's gonna be come on at 8:30.
Okay, you're gonna do this again? Because no jury trial.
It's gonna be a jury trial. All right.
I want a jury trial.
But you don't make the rules. This
tomorrow
is my courtroom.
Tomorrow I'm going to request and
jury trial tomorrow.
Okay, I'll see you tomorrow.
Very well.
And now this clown is actually demanding a jury trial. Like, bro, you're facing a traffic violation, not a murder charge. And the wildest part, we pay for that circus. The taxpayers, the jury, the court, all for a dude who refuses to pay a ticket like a normal adult. Sovereign citizens truly think they're fighting the system. Meanwhile, they're just speedrunning the most expensive L possible. They never win. They just waste time, dig deeper, and look dumber. But hey, at least it's entertaining. Watching this play out is like a slow-motion car crash you can't look away from. Alright guys, I'm going to wrap it up here. Let me know in the comments ***, is this guy completely gone, or do you think he actually believes he can win this? ***. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to drop a like and subscribe, and also comment any courtroom hearings you want me to